Hey guys, how's it going? I kind of wanted to just do a quick fun little video on how I have probably saved myself thousands of dollars, probably a year, on nails. Since 2020, a nail salon has not seen me. And that's because I sort of just built my own collection. Now I will say this method that I'm about to tell you is for those of you that have a little bit of time and have a little bit of creativity in you and you kind of want to do this, because it doesn't have to be high pressure. It's honestly something for me that I enjoy doing. Like, I find the time to do this and it's enjoyable for me. You can get as creative or as not creative as you want, but this is the method that works for me. I do press-ons, but I make my own press-ons. There is the option to have gel X. Some people like to do gel X. My caveat with that is that you have to put the glue on when the nails are still clear. So that means you have to glue the nails and shape the nails on your hands and then paint after. Like, I'm a righty. It's hard to do with your less dominant hand. So that's why I personally like press-ons, because I can get a little bit more creative with it. And I have a glue that lasts me literally 2 weeks. And sometimes even at 2 weeks, I have to pop them off. Like, it's not just popping off on its own. I just want to show you guys kind of what I have as a collection and just kind of what you would need if you are interested in just saving yourself a ton of money. You're gonna spend the time anyway getting your nails done, so you can spend that time at home. Because I also used to hate going to a nail salon and literally having someone have my hands for 2 hours. Like, I can't do anything, and that was frustrating for me. Either way, this is gonna cost you some time and a little bit of money, but if you want to save money but still have your nails done, this is honestly the best way. In this economy, things are getting tight. People are on a budget, but that does not mean that you don't get to look and feel cute. Because me personally, I feel better when my nails are done. Always have, always will. It's just an aesthetic thing. I like hands. I like to see my hands. I like when my hands are done. They're obviously not done because we're about to do them. Let's just go down the list of kind of the basics that you're gonna need. The following is not something that is mandatory, but I personally would recommend using gel polishes as opposed to regular polishes. But I don't know your life, so you can have regular polishes if that suits you. I personally just don't have the patience to wait for anything to dry. But if you're gonna do gel polish, you're gonna absolutely need to have a UV light. I got this on Amazon quite literally 3 years ago. I will link one down below. If not the same one, I will link one that will work just as well and is about the same price. I probably should get a new one, so if I do link one down below, it'll probably be the one that I will get for myself eventually, because this one is starting to make some noise. I don't know what that means, but I think she's seen a lot. I would recommend actually getting one this big or bigger if you are going to be doing press-ons. It just gives you a better chance of sliding the things underneath, because I have to actually prop this up on something so that I can get a little bit more height so that my nails don't touch the walls. But this is great for like just a hand, you know? So I would recommend one that's maybe like the more rectangular shaped, that's a little bit bigger. Along the way, I've been able to accumulate some travel ones. So like this one is from the brand Madam Glam. I have a lot of their polishes. This is a travel one. I will take this one with me when I am traveling. It works just as well. You do need to plug this in with like a cord like this. Easy peasy. I always have a cord like that on me when I'm traveling. This next one isn't mandatory, but it is highly recommended. Point blank period. I don't care what kind of nails you do, I still recommend getting one of these, and that is an electric file. These are a game changer. This is a portable travel one that I will take with me. It's kind of like a pen style. I like this one because it gives you the option for power levels. This is honestly really great to have. Now, I only use this when I'm traveling. When I'm at home, I use this bad boy, and I've also had this for a few years. I got this on Amazon as well. This one, you got to plug it in. It's a little bit more heavy duty. You can adjust the speed with this dial. You can turn it on, turn it off. You can also change the directions that the wheels are turning on this thing. Another thing that I would recommend you have, no matter what you do, will be acetone. Always have some nail polish remover on hand. You're always gonna need that. Obviously, you're gonna need polishes. When it comes to gel polishes, I am a fan of Beetles, Madam Glam, and Nail Reserve. Nail Reserve has reached out to me and sent me this stuff, as well as Madam Glam. But I do like their stuff. Honestly, you can find gel polish anywhere at this point. Look for the colors that suit you, get them. I would recommend getting applying at least a top coat. It's hit or miss with me with base coats. I'll put on a base coat on my real nails, but on press-ons, I don't feel like a base coat is necessary because I just throw them away after. And I don't care if that's matte or if that's a shiny coat. That's a personal preference. I have both. Sometimes I like a matte top coat, sometimes I like a shiny top coat. The next thing you're gonna need are just good old-fashioned normal nail files. I have these little ones. I got like a box of these at TJ Maxx for like $5. Having a regular nail file more so to shape the nail is perfect, but I always will have one of these on me just in case a nail pops off. I could still do you can still do this whole thing, you know. It just takes a lot longer than having an electric file, but a regular file could do the same thing. A file is a file. Another thing that I have that is absolutely not necessary is one of these sort of nail clippers. If you are a person that likes to have longer nails or you just need to cut a lot of nail, these are great because you put your fingernail through here and then you kind of just cut it and it cuts it guillotine style. So these are really good if you're trying to get a lot of nail length off. For the press-ons, two things. I'm going to show you guys the nail glue that I use, and then I'm going to show you guys the variety of nails that I like personally. I'm going to show you guys how I paint the set. I'm going to put them on. My personal favorite nail glue at the moment is this Nail Bond. I love this one. This is the second bottle of this that I've had. It's a brush on. So that's what made me get it in the first place, was that you can brush it on. I don't necessarily like the ones you have to squeeze. If you prep your nails well, and I'll show you guys how to do that, this will literally last me 2 weeks. There may be more of a chance for it to fall off if your nails are really long and you're doing a lot. When I have on short nails, like sport length nails, they literally don't come off because they're not being impacted that much. But I'll still have like medium length nails and they will literally still last 2 weeks. So I would recommend this nail glue. I absolutely will keep rebuying this glue. There's other glues out there that are kind of piquing my interest that I will like to try. Now onto the nails. My all-time favorite nail shape is this stiletto, specifically the stiletto by this brand. It doesn't necessarily look like this on the top. It's a little bit pointier. It's a little bit more of a pointy almond shape, and these fit the nail bed so beautifully. These are my all-time favorites. Like, the only thing I don't like is that they don't come in a container in a bigger size. You only get 120 in here. One problem with me is that 4 of my nails are the same size. So I always tend to run out of one size before anything else. They're long, they're sassy, but they're not too long. I can still function in life, and I like how pointy they are. And then I have this brand, Una Gela. In here, I have pieces of papers where I like to write down the sizes of my fingers of each of these, because sometimes the sizes vary. So when I'm doing my nails, I can just look at it and then I just pull out the ones I need. I don't have to keep resizing my fingernails. This one is more of a shorter coffin shape, and then there's this one. So this is my second favorite coffin one. It's kind of in an unmarked container. I will link all of this down below though. I did get it on Amazon. There was a lot in here. I've been using this for a long time. You can also just find any of these on Amazon, whatever shape, whatever length you're looking for. Read the reviews. I personally have rounder nail beds. Keep an eye on some of these nail tips because some of them have a slightly square nail bed. That's why I like the other two that I showed you, because they fit my nail beds perfectly. I don't have to shape them. Una Gela has a tendency to have a little bit more of a squared off nail bed shape. I would highly recommend getting a little stand for your nails. I can put the nails on here and I can just really get in here and paint. I'm able to just use my dominant hand the whole time. I got one of these that's magnetized so you can take it off, because sometimes I really just want to hold the one nail and I want to paint it. And then on top of it here, I don't know if you can see, I use wall putty. So this is literally just wall putty. I take off like the tiniest piece ever, something like this. You just roll it around. It's like Play-Doh essentially, but it's just got a little bit of a tack to it because it's supposed to hang like posters and stuff on the wall. Put it a tiny amount onto this little nail stand, and this will hold the nail onto this. I think that's it. And then I just have like a couple of things that are just not mandatory, but if you are someone that is gonna do this and you do plan on doing your nails fairly often, I got these goggles that just kind of keep the nail dust out of my eyes. And then I'd also recommend when you are filing just to wear a mask. Doesn't matter what kind of mask. It doesn't have to be like an N95 or whatever. Just like cover your face. I'll take them off when I'm painting, but I would just recommend protect your eyes, protect your nose. You don't want to inhale. Literally you're filing down like plastic nails. You don't really want to be inhaling that if you're doing your nails fairly often. So that's kind of all the things I have, or I can think of right now, on the list of things if you are going to be doing press-ons. These nails that I'm going to do are going to be plain AF. One more thing I did forget, a cuticle cutter. Have one of those on hand. That's all I can think of for now. So if anything else pops up, I'll let you know. But in the next part of this, it'll basically be me painting my next set of nails.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through eyes covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Tape my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption.